Friends, in 38 part 1 of my Wow series, I have covered about Jivatma Paramatma, self-exploration from religious angle, that is mainly from Hinduism's angle of Adi Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, and also Madhvacharya. Now in this particular 39 series, I can also say part 2 of the 38, but I am given a separate Wow series 39. Here I am going to talk to you about understanding self from two psychological theories. These two theories which I like is, one is known as Sigmund Freud's theory, and second is transaction analysis by Eric Berne. He is known as a modern Freud. Now coming to Sigmund Freud theory, he talks mainly about self being three parts. One is id, another is ego, another is superego. He says these three components of Freud's model of psyche is the most important thing which has influenced a lot of Western and Eastern thinkers. Now, what is meant by id? Id is nothing but a primal force of the particular personality. It is known as the instinctual part of the mind, driven by the pleasure principles. It seeks immediate gratification of basic needs and desires, such as hunger, pleasure, without considering the reality or social norms. Now comes the second one, ego. What is meant by ego? The rational part that develops to mediate between the id and the external world. Operating on the reality principle, the ego seeks to satisfy its ideas, its desires in realistic and socially acceptable way, balancing immediate needs with long-term consequences. Then the third part is superego, the moral component that internalizes societal and parental standards. It aims for perfection, judges our actions, and can induce feelings of guilt also when we fail to meet its expectation. The superego helps to regulate behavior by enforcing ethical standards. These three elements interact to shape human behavior to understand self. Now, I will come to the modern Freud, what they call Dr. Eric Berne theory of transactional analysis. It was developed by Eric Berne in a psychological theory that examines social interaction and communication. It propagates that individuals operate from three distinct ego states: the parent, which contains rules and attitudes learned from authority figures, otherwise known as TAUGHT, taught concept of life. Then the second is adult, which is known as thought concept of life, which processes information like a computer and makes decisions based on reality. And the third part is child, which embodies emotions and responses from childhood. Berne believes that understanding these three ego states can help individuals analyze their behavior and interactions, facilitating healthier communications and relationships. But here also I can tell you, that means child contains again three parts: rebellious child, adopted child, and little professor. I am not going to deep into that thing. Broadly, if you understand this, okay. And this TA emphasizes that by recognizing and adjusting these three states, individuals can improve their personal and professional relationships and enhance self-awareness. Now the question comes, as Sigmund Freud said, are we id, ego, and superego? Or are we something else? Are we, as Eric Berne said, parent, adult, child, is something else is there? Now I will cover that aspect in series 40, Wow series 40. Till that time, bye to you.